gorgeous human spiritual being. Welcome to Half Woman, Half Universe. Ooh, I'm so excited to share everything that I know with you because this is all about the true spiritual journey. You are pure consciousness. You are not your thoughts and you are not your feelings. You're not even this physical body, even though you should definitely love it and take care of yourself. You are the awareness behind your thoughts and feelings. Okay, and I came to this conclusion when I was in a really, really dark place. I saw life in black and white and it was boring and we were here to work and die and there was nothing for us and I just was going through a bunch of pain and I was like, what is life? How did I get here? And that's what happened with my spiritual awakening was that one question, how did I get here? Because that meant I was aware of my awareness of where I was at. I was aware of my thoughts, therefore I was not my thoughts. Because if I was my thoughts, I would not be aware of them, correct? So I took this spiritual endeavor and now I'm manifesting my dream life at my sky lounge in my apartment. Oh, I also have a nursing career. I am getting my PhD, my doctorates right now in metaphysical counseling. It's so exciting. I also have my yoga teacher certification. I have my Reiki practitioner, NLP, which is neuro-linguistic practitioner, which is the language of the brain. So not only am I learning about the consciousness part of the brain, I also know of why I do what I do based off my conditioning and how to break down that conditioning, right? And then I also have, I probably forgot. I've got so much going on right now. Oh, I'm on an app. My Reiki business is on an app and it's all under Safe Haven Healing, where you can learn to create your own safe haven, love, because self-love is your safe haven. Self-love is saying, I'm good enough no matter what anybody thinks. I can manifest my dream life no matter what anybody thinks. All of that is under my LLC that I literally started a year ago, and I believe a year and 4 days ago, I got my LLC. And it was so easy. You can do it too. Everybody should get an LLC, become an entrepreneur, because I love entrepreneuring. I get to create whatever I want and just let all of that flow in there and do something that I'm passionate about, which is also the podcast Half Woman, Half Universe, where we talk about pure consciousness. Oh, I love it so much. I'm going to share everything with you about self-love, healing, pure consciousness, unity consciousness, manifesting, how I literally got everything that I wanted in 5 months of coming to Austin. I said I was going to get this job with this amount of pay, this apartment with the sky lounge and a gym and pools and an awesome lobby with a $600 coffee machine, even though I have my Einstein Bros, not sponsored, but this is the best coffee, better than Starbucks, hands down. Caramel, of course. Yeah, and it's 60 degrees right now in Texas, in Austin, and fall weather in Texas is I'm a Libra, okay? I just had my birthday. I'm 22. I just turned 22 a couple weeks ago. Fall is a cosmic orgasm in Texas, all right? And you don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about, okay? It's the crisp is going on right now and I'm just eating it up, all right? I am falling in love with my life, and you can be in love with yourself and you can be in love with life. And life can be magical. You can add all that magic back by being in the present moment. Because think of it like this. This is time. Time is relative, okay? But this is also the universe, okay? And right here is the present moment, where you're gonna meet the universe for eternity, God, source, whatever you wanna say. Wherever you're gonna see them in eternity is right here in the present moment, all right? The present moment is the je ne sais quoi of life. And this is the mental plane, right? The physical and mental plane. And if you want to break the wheel of death and birth and stop reincarnating, you have to realize that you're pure consciousness and you are forever, baby. Like you were here since the beginning, you'll be here till forever, for eternity. You are consciousness, all right? I want you to take a deep breath, because the stuff going on in your life right now will pass, and it has passed before, okay? And there was a time for me where I did not even want to live. I was like, life is so not magical. I'm seeing in black and white. Like, what happened? How did I get here? And that question right there exploded my spiritual awakening. And what I was going through at the time, I like went through a bunch of childhood stuff, right? I did not have the most loving parents. I did not grow up with my father. Like a lot more stuff happened when I was a child. And then when I was 18, halfway through senior year, I was out of the house and just had a backpack and a piece of paper with phone numbers written on it. Had no money, no phone. I was at school, second period, they pulled me out and they were like, I don't know if you can be here because you are being unenrolled. And I was like, whoa. And I think it was the same morning that I was at my friend's house, and her mom was like, we can't financially like have you here. And I totally understood that. But at that point, that was 3 years ago. At that point, do you think anybody believed in that girl? Do you think anybody knew that I would be sitting right here, like getting my doctorates, having a full-on nursing career? Like, nobody believed in me. And nobody has to believe in me now. And nobody has to believe in you. Only you have to believe in you. And when you believe in you, you can end up in a sky lounge and having a podcast and just really loving yourself, because you are lovable no matter what you go through. You are lovable no matter what you're healing through. You are so worthy of, oh my gosh, I wish I could just like cover your ears. Listen to the words I'm saying. That you are so worthy of your dream life. It's insane. All right? So worthy. But so all that stuff happened in high school and I graduated. I went through nursing school, and a month after nursing school, I lost my best friend. Like my best friend since 5th grade, of like the entire world, my best friend passed away. And then 4 months after, my sister passed away. So I was just getting hammered down by the universe. I was like, why me? Like, why? Like, I've gone through so much hell. It's like a repeating hell after hell. And I was like, why me? And then I just shifted my perspective, and I was like, why not me? Why not me? Am I not the phoenix in the flesh? Thank you. But now I see it that way. But you just really have to be like seeing it from a different perspective. It's all about perspective. But I was in a dark place, and I asked myself, how did I even get here? And it's like I saw a dead end, and I was like, how did I get here? Well, I'm not going to the dead end. I'm going to turn around and figure out and just trace my steps backwards. And that's how I came to unity consciousness. The universe is working in my favor. Like, I'm here, and I literally am in love with life. And I didn't even want to live at one point. Like, that's insane, you know? And life is just so magical. And life can be so magical for you. The present moment, remember, the present moment is the most magical place ever. And you are not your mind, and you are not your feelings. And you can separate yourself from that right here in the present moment by just emptying your mind. The heart beats beyond the mind, and your lungs breathe beyond the mind, because you are not the mind. And the universe unconditionally loves you. And if the universe didn't unconditionally love you, don't you think like you had already like croaked if like you told a lie or something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're so unconditionally loved that your heart continues to beat no matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter what you're going through, no matter how much hate you have in your heart still beats. And that's how the universe unconditionally loves you. Okay? And once you just get into that vibration, because everything is energy, right? Albert Einstein figured this out, all right? He said, It was all about alchemy. Jesus, Buddha, some other guys that hopefully I can edit right here, knew about alchemy. Like, how did I get from hopelessness to love? Like, there is a vibrational ladder you can move up on, and you have to take control of your thoughts and your feelings. This is where you step into your power and you say, okay, I'm going to step into my power. I'm not my thoughts. I'm not my feelings. I need to tame them. And I need to go from hopelessness to love real quick. And how you do that is you alchemize. It's all about alchemy. Albert Einstein knew that. Jesus, Buddha, all these other guys knew about alchemy. You know, matter cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed. And then Jesus, the resurrection, the Baptist, was all about killing the flesh, thoughts and emotions, and raising up in spirit your pure consciousness, your awareness of your awareness. It's all about alchemy. Every religion is about alchemy into pure consciousness, unity consciousness, that you and the universe are one. And whenever you just finally let go, the universe can work its magic. Like, I had a backpack and a piece of paper with phone numbers written on it. I had no idea where I was going to live, what I was going to do. And now I'm here, like, living the dream, okay? Like, you have to just surrender to the flow of the universe. And never in a million years would that girl think that she'd be getting a PhD, okay? But here we are. Oh, I love it. And I want this for you. I want you to manifest your dream lives, right? Like Jesus manifested. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Yeah, Jesus manifested. Jesus turned that water into wine. Jesus manifested that fish to multiply, the bread to multiply, because he could alchemize his inner spiritual world. And when you can alchemize your inner spiritual world, you can alchemize the physical. Because as within, so without, as above, so below. The Bible is full of esoteric knowledge. And once I saw that, I could never read it the same way ever again. Because it's all full of esoteric knowledge. And esoteric is as within, so without. Like, everything is just a reflection of your mind. Okay? And the science behind this, there's so much. Like, do your own research. I totally am so for that. Like, do your own research how I did. You know, now I'm getting a PhD in this, so that tells you something. But your eyesight doesn't like go in and reflect so you could see. That's the same way with energy. And as within, so without. The universe is a reflection of yourself. When I thought that the universe was hell and I saw in black and white, I felt that on the inside, and that's what I saw on the outside. And then I alchemized my inner world. I've been healing, like intense healing. I've been with a teacher of inner union and a teacher of how to alchemize all the dirt and turning it into gold, because baby, the phoenix in the flesh right here. But yeah, so you alchemize all your feelings. So like hate, insecurity, all of this, you alchemize it. You find its core and you give love to it. And that way you can raise your vibration. The universe vibrates at unconditional love. And when you vibrate at unconditional love, you can turn water into wine, baby. You can manifest your dream life. Whatever you want to manifest, you can. Jesus never said, worship me. Worshiping me is the way. He never said that. He said, I am the way. Like, be like me, alchemize your inner world to love, and you can move mountains. You can heal people. You can manifest. He was literally saying, like, you are a son of the universe. You are a daughter of the universe. You are half woman, half universe. And whenever you can get into that vibration, your life can become magical, and you can be here with me at my Sky Lounge and party. Ooh. But yeah, it's all about alchemy within. That's all it talks about. And like also your masculine and feminine, yin and yang, the sun and the moon. I mean, like, it's as within, so without. Just look around you. It's all about alchemy. The water cycle, the life cycle, like birth and death. The sun births itself every day and dies every day. And then even the night has a light, and all of it is about alchemy. And the moon is a magnet, and the feminine magnetizes everything to herself. She does not chase. She attracts, baby. She attracts. Oh, that's what we're doing. Yeah, it's all about really seeing within. And when you can conquer within, I think I'm gonna put the Bible verse up here too, but it's the kingdom of heaven is within. When you can vibrate at unconditional love, you are in unity with your soul, and your soul is the universe. And whenever you are at a place of unconditional love for yourself, you are half woman, half universe, and you can manifest. So yeah, you just have to climb the ladder of frequency. I mean, frequency is science. Everything has a frequency. The universe just speaks and sings unconditional love. So yeah, that's all that I'm going to teach you about, is a true spiritual journey of being one with your soul, self-love to get there. Because with the subconscious mind, so my NLP, neuro-linguistic practitioner, is how the mind speaks its language, right? And that's the subconscious mind. The subconscious is what projects your reality, right? Your deep core beliefs is your subconscious. This is all, like, this ain't new, right? So do your own research. I always promote that so you can experience, because I can tell you all day, but until you have the experience of it, then you can really start working with it, right? So do your own research. But the subconscious holds your deep core beliefs, right? So you have to go inside of there and just work with it, constantly digging at it to get the gold. Let's say there's a deep core subconscious of a belief of that I'm not good enough, right? Well, your habits are gonna constantly project that core belief. And then also, like, if you have hate in your heart or hate in your mind, you can only think of, like, this is my cup. This is me. This is my cup. This is, let's say, like, this is hate and this is love. And I can only give you what I have. Like, I can only give you this. I have nothing, like, unless I work really hard and fill this completely up, when my cup overflows with love, then I can only give love. Right? And I say this because if somebody hates you, it's a reflection of how they hate themselves, because the subconscious is constantly projecting its own core beliefs about itself. And because your subconscious knows that it is spirit, and so it knows your brain, this is science, your brain cannot tell the difference between you or me. It can't. The brain identifies as spirit. The brain knows we're all interconnected. So the hate that I give you is the hate that I give myself. And that's what, there's all these teachings about it, but love thy neighbor as thyself is because we're all the universe playing puppets in our own individual characters. And God manifested himself and herself, masculine, feminine, into man, soul, human, so it could manifest back into God, so it could alchemize back into God, right? That's the whole point of existing, is for the human consciousness to evolve back to its original state of being, which is just pure consciousness. But yeah, so if I give you hate, I give myself hate. So you have to really inner work that. Love thy neighbor as thyself. So I'm going to keep working on the self-love journey and to where my cup is overflowing, so I can give everybody love. And then when you get closer and closer to that state, you will just keep manifesting like a G, like a goddess, like a king. You will just manifest all your desires, because your desires were placed in you so they could come true. Your desires are your promises of going back to pure consciousness, Like, it's like saying, okay, I'm going to come back to earth, and I'm also, the book of Mary Magdalene talks about the cycle of the soul and reincarnation. And there's a reason Mary Magdalene, her book is not in the Bible, because she talks about reincarnation. So do your research, because there's 80 books that are not in the Bible that literally will it's so beneficial to your spiritual journey that you need to explore everything. I've also read the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, which is Egyptian, and it's literally the Bible just with different characters. Like, it's amazing. It talks about how we're children of the light. And then I've read some books with talking about Buddha and some other things, and another guy. See if I could put some things on here. But yeah, so reach out, break the box of religion, because it's all about unity consciousness, right? But yeah, so the closer you get to love, the closer that you can manifest all your desires. So it's like I came here and I was like, okay, I'm going to go through all of this so that I can have a spiritual awakening and learn the teachings of inner union to really understand that we are pure consciousness. We are just soul. The soul has no preference. The soul has no desire for outcomes. The soul knows its desires, but does not care about the outcome of it, because it knows it already has it within. It already has all the love it needs within. The soul literally is just like a tree. Literally, the soul is like a tree, just vibing, just nature, just chilling, just like trusting the universe. Like how the cycle of a tree, like fall, winter, spring, summer, like it just goes with the flow, and it just allows, and it just experiences. And whenever you can get into that flow, you are aligned with your soul, and that's pure consciousness. And like judging somebody, if you judge somebody and judge how they act, you can only give what you have in your cup. So if I judge somebody, I am judging myself, because again, the brain does not know the difference between you or me. It only knows spirit. So be mindful of what's in your cup. Be mindful of your thoughts towards somebody, because that's showing you a reflection of yourself. And whenever you can really learn how to love yourself unconditionally, like accept all that you are and accept all that you are not. Isn't this like technically your first time living in this body consciously about it? Like, have some grace, give compassion, learn forgiveness for yourself. Like, there's so much magic in love. Love is the frequency of magic. Love is the frequency of a miracle. That's how Jesus was able to perform so many miracles, and people stoned him, like people did all of this, and he still alchemized his inner world, his spiritual feelings. He was like, I am not going to hate anybody no matter what they do, because I see them for what they are, and they are just pure consciousness, and they're so attached to the ego, and he looked past that. So I want you to try today, like, understand that you are not your thoughts and you are not your feelings, right? And separate yourself. And when you can separate yourself from that and be like, you know what? I'm just going to go with the flow. You have just stepped into your goddess or king power, all right? Like, yes, all for it. I love it so much. But yeah, we're going to talk about the true spiritual journey on this podcast. We're going to talk about self-love, healing, how to alchemize your feelings. How do you even do that? We will get there. And how to manifest. Manifesting is so much fun, because who says I'm really in my sky lounge right now? You know, like I could be having my own island and this is my castle. You never know, you know, because manifesting is also your brain, because it doesn't know the difference between me or you. It also doesn't know the difference between false reality and real reality. So whatever you imagine, your brain believes that as the truth. So I could be anywhere right now, just manifesting. Ooh, magic, right? But yeah, just believe in yourself whenever you're taking your steps forward. Don't care about anybody else's perception when you're manifesting, because perception is just subjective. Like, I could say this is the best coffee in the world, and somebody else can be like, oh, that's trash. And somebody else can be like, yeah, it's all right. And somebody else can agree with me, be like, I do think that's the best coffee in the world. Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, everybody else's preference about something is subjective. It's not the truth, right? So do what you must, right? Follow your heart. True spiritual journey is also just following your heart, doing what's meant for you, leaning on that, because your desires also desire you. Your desires are saying, I need you just to show up. And that's what we're doing today, showing up. So stay in tune. Love you.